One.
Hello, how's everyone doing? My name is Mr. Nolan. I'm going to be your child's history teacher this year. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to do what I normally would have done at a more traditional back to school night with the different format we're going to have this year for back to school night, and introduce myself, talk about some of our classroom rules and policies, and what to expect from this year in your history class. All right. That's my contact information on the front there. You can see my Twitter handle and my email address. Coach Rivers will be with me in 4 of my 5 classes. So there will be 2 of us in the rooms during those times. Email is the best way to reach me, and I keep it open on my desktop at all times. And when I'm not at school, check it pretty frequently as well. Okay, a couple of key points that we're going to talk about in this video is that this is a flipped classroom. You're actually getting a taste of what your child is going to get to do. We are also going to talk about numerous different religions, specifically 14 different religions. This class is ancient world history. We're focusing on the history of humankind until the year 1500. We will do current events pieces in the form of CNN's 10, but for the most part, our study is going to be focused on Africa, Asia, and Europe, and the cultures that help shape our current civilization. And part of studying those cultures is the religions. So there are 14 different religions that the students are expected to know what their beliefs are and what their basic practices are. We're not going to go super duper in detail on them, but it's just a cursory glance at them. Edpuzzle is the way that your children will watch their video. This video is on YouTube because that's easiest for you, and it is available to everybody. Edpuzzle, on the other hand, your child will log in. They create a Google account with it. Pardon me, they don't create a Google account. They use their school Google account to log in. We'll get them set up in school. And then Edpuzzle itself is a free app that can be downloaded from Google Play or the iTunes Store, that we would use to watch their videos. And part of the reason that we use that is it allows me to track how much of what videos your child has watched. So then that way I can verify that they're actually doing these videos. And we'll also talk about how grading is going to go this year during this presentation. And starting with grading, we are going to be 95 and 5. 95% of your child's grade is going to be made up of summative assessments, which will include various forms of unit assessments, which will have multiple choice portions and writing portions. The quarter exam that we'll take once every quarter. There will be projects throughout the year, done in class, a couple done outside of class, but those will go in there as well. And then for every unit, we'll also take a vocabulary summative and a map summative. And those grades will all count basically the same, and they will add up to make up 95% of your grade. Formative grades will only be 5% of your child's grade. And the only thing that I'm going to put in the formative category is their video completion. So they need to be completing their videos for a grade. Small one, but a grade nonetheless. Summative assessments, just so you guys know, and this is going to be a little different than maybe what you were expecting, we're not going to take a whole lot of full period exams this year. We're actually only going to take 3 of them. There will be the first, second, and third quarter exams, which we take and to do as practice essentially for the SOL. So the rest of the time we will be taking more what you guys would know as quiz-sized assessments, smaller things like 10 multiple choice questions or a single writing assignment. Now, essentially, what I have done is I have taken up what would have been a traditional unit assessment on a large number of topics, and instead of giving it one day in one sitting with 40 or 50 multiple choice questions and an essay, we're going to give it to your children in 3 or 4 chunks. So it will, on some level, feel like they're taking an assessment every single day, but it's only going to be 10 or 15 minutes, and we felt that it was better to do it this way than to be giving them full period tests every other week, basically. So that is how we're going to do those summative assessments this year. Retakes. We will have a retake available to students on multiple choice parts of unit summatives and on vocabulary summatives. So the quarter exam that's done at the end of the quarter is not going to be retakeable. We're not planning to let projects be retaken with the flipped classroom. I'll have a lot of free time in class to do these projects, and I want to be able to help them do these projects. So ideally, they won't need to be retaken. Writing and maps also not going to be retaken. To earn a retake, your child must complete a remediation assignment. We're not just simply doing corrections. It will be an extension assignment that's helped to make sure that they achieve mastery. And they also have to have all of the video notes done. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to give them a retake if they still haven't watched the notes yet. Again, this is a flipped classroom, and what that means is very much like you're sitting at home right now or on your phone, wherever you are, watching this video and listening to me talk. Your children will have a similar experience to this class. They will see their notes through Edpuzzle, but instead of me standing in front of them and talking about ancient Rome for an entire class period while they sit there and take notes and their eyes glaze over and they try not to fall asleep, they will watch it like you're doing right now on a video outside of class. And that can be done on their phones. It can be done on the bus, before school, whenever they feel like doing it. They just have to get it done. At the beginning of each unit, I'll give them a unit packet with all of their notes, and I'll post all of the videos at once. I have a lot of students in the past who've gotten in the habit of doing all of the videos in one sitting. The longest videos that I have are maybe 10 minutes. Now, I know students will pause them, so they maybe go through them a little slower than 10 minutes, but again, I'm not asking them to watch an hour-long video. In fact, the video that you guys are watching right now would probably be the longest one that I will make this year. So as a result, homework is going to be assigned most nights. Again, that homework is going to be those flipped videos. I'm very rarely going to give them anything at home. There will be a couple of projects throughout the year that will be exclusively at-home assignments. The Mosaic project in the spring comes to mind. But for the most part, the idea is by doing the notes at home, we can do extension activities, we can work on projects, we can work on writing skills. Things that would have traditionally been done as homework 20, 30 years ago are what we are doing in class, where that way they can seek my help or Coach Rivers' help. They can work with their group mates and also gain other assistance that way. Extra help, my office hours as posted are 2:15 to 3 p.m. on Thursdays. Students can flex in during flexes 3 and 6. Those are my planning periods. There's a sign up on the back whiteboard in my classroom that they can do that. And if those times don't work, also by appointment. I live 8 minutes from school. I'm up here as an announcer a lot. I'm around. I can be flexible. I can get here to help your child if they need to. It can be before school. I'm usually here well before they get here in the morning. We can get creative if those time windows or getting things done during flex does not work out. And then on Twitter on every evening, I'm going to try to post assignment and assessment reminders. In previous years, I had used Remind 101. We are getting away from that. I will tell you that I keep School Messenger very up to date. So that will be a good way. Again, that's the Twitter handle. School Messenger, as I said, I will post what you're seeing right here on the front is the cover of a sample unit packet. So each of your child or children will get a unit packet at the start of every unit that has a calendar of everything that we are doing. The SOL objectives, what activities we're doing in class, what assessments are coming. And then when I post it onto School Messenger, I will list each day as Unit 2, Day 1, or Unit 2, Day 2. That way, it's referencing the packet. So if you miss a day or your child's not sure what's coming up the next day, you can look on School Messenger, see what day it's supposed to be, and then they can look on the count on the front of their packet. I will also post extra blank packets onto School Messenger as well, so that way all of those resources are available for your student. And hopefully we have a great year. I look forward to meeting you guys on Wednesday and then again at Touch Base. And then feel free to contact me if you have any questions throughout the year. Thank you very much.